And welcome back, Helldivers. It looks like we were able to successfully complete this last major order, even with all the beachers out there that finally captured it once we finished off this major order. So Arrowhead, where is our cape for that 2-month-long fight over there on Seychelles Beach? Additionally, we did manage to push off a defense of both Hellmire and Crimsica during this major order, as kind of expected. Reward for it, nothing really, just a little bit of storyline stuff, but it doesn't look like it really provides too much additional, just maybe segueing into future major orders to liberate additional planets to kind of learn a little bit more about what these gravitational waves and temporal microdilations are. So that would be gravity waves and time dilation, time moving in and out, which theory of relativity, basically gravity affects how time is relative to other things. So we have to see if there's going to be additional planets that we're going to have to liberate in a future major order, but otherwise we didn't get anything really new on the storyline here, unfortunately. Would have been nice to have a little bit more flavor like we did last time. Now, new major order also dropped today because there was no patch for today, no balance, none of the performance fixes that they've been talking about. So in this one, we're going to be trying to liberate 2 different planets to get some more munitions stockpiles for Liberty Day, which, if you don't know, is on October 26th. Last year is when Arrowhead dropped in the Constitution and a legacy set of Helldivers 1 armor for us. So might have something similar coming in October 26th this year. But this major order runs a little bit before that. So I don't think this one was really planned for now. I think they're still working through that performance patch, but they said mid-October before, and obviously we're now at mid-October and we don't have that performance patch yet. So I think they just moved this one up in the queue to give them some more time to fix everything else that they're working on, the balance patch and all the performance issues that are currently going on. But if we're going to look at the galactic war map for Marfak and Zazma, they're on opposite ends of the war map here, and now we do have to take an additional planet before each one before we get there, so 4 planets total that we're going to have to liberate. And it looks like we moved the DSS already over here to the first planet, Zazanaya Prime. We'll have to take this one before we can get over to Zazma. Now, Zanaya Prime is kind of a dry desert type biome with heat in the daytime and freezing cold in the nighttime, so either a buff or nerf to your laser weapons if you're taking them, and obviously at the nighttime with the cold, reduced fire rate, but also sandstorms throughout. Now, Zazma afterwards is going to be one of the very few moon type biomes, and it looks like we'll probably get a siege benefit to this once we take Zanaya Prime, but there could always be the FTL links accreted later to prevent that from happening. Now, over here on the other side of the galactic war map, Vecfum 3 is the only one of the 4 planets that does have major cities on it, accounting for about 50% of the liberation of the planet. First one will give us about 37%. But looking at the biome, it is going to be that forested type biome, so eagles maybe not as beneficial over there on that planet, just because of that forested type area. This does not also give us a siege opportunity directly for any other planets. And then looking at Marfark itself, all right, the actual target, that's going to be an ice world, just straight snow, extreme cold all the time. So it'll delay the heat buildup in weapons, so lasers, very beneficial for it. But you also have those blizzards. So the blizzards and sandstorms for the planets, great for any kind of stealth gameplay if you want to run that way. And then afterwards, we could isolate a couple, 2 pairs of planets on both sides. That would also give us an opportunity once we finish this major order. Because it is hold those planets as long as no more defenses come up, we could create that siege opportunity on one of these. I would say probably take Ballistica, so Yed Prior becomes available to prevent Ballistica from creating a defense campaign, pushing back up towards Zazma, and same for the other side. Now, being back on bots, War Striders seem to be a struggle for a lot of people. My personal favorite to take out War Striders is going to be the Eats, right? Because they're on a very relatively fast cooldown. Anybody can pick them up and take them out if they need to. So I prefer to drop some Eats. If you just take one and just nail it right in the hip area, it's going to take it out. Now, I think where the War Striders are a real pain outside of being able to one-tap them in the legs, is going to be when they call in a bot drop and you're getting 3 or 4 off of one. I think that's where the issues with the War Striders come in, is the quantity of how many are coming at you. Right? Same with some of the static spawns. You'll see 4 or 5 in a heavy encampment, and they just prevent you from running in there. Right? Hulks, you can just run around and get in there, but if you're not taking the eats, I also like to take the solo silo because it's very fast to clear out 3 or 4 of them all in one hit, as well as anything else that's going to be inside the base. Those are just my personal favorites. Recoilless, also a great one. Quasars, but you just want to go for the hips, and any one of those will just one-tap them and bring them down. So that's what's going on in the Galactic War map. So if you like this content, please hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the Warfront, Helldivers.